Welcome back to the Star X podcast, where we're solving for sci-fi. My name is Mike,
My name is Jenae.
and right now X equals...
Gate.
This is a sci-fi rewatch podcast, and right now we're working our way through Stargate SG-1. This is episode 18. This one's called Tin Man. And before we get into that... Huh?
18.
Episode
We're
18, I know.
Through the first season.
Yeah, there's like 3 episodes left.
Nice.
Yeah. But before we go, update on the Stargate news. The Michael Shanks podcast that we were talking about last time. It's not, well, it might be affiliated with Gate World, but I guess it's Dial the Gate, which is who he's going to be doing the podcast with. I still think it might be affiliated with Gate World. I'm not sure, but I didn't go that deep into it. But I just thought I'd make that correction for all you people who are going to go out there and watch his podcast or listen or whatever. Like I said, after you get through our podcast and you're just jonesing for more, feel free to go over there.
But stay here first.
Yeah. But get the, come here. We're ahead of them. So come here first, get our perspective, our professional gravitas on the matter, and then, go get their amateur version from them. So anyway, but yeah, so I just thought I'd make that quick correction. Yeah, this is Tin Man, and episode 18. This one aired on February 13th, 1998, directed by Jim Kaufman, written by Jeff King, and of course, character credits, Dean and Roland.
It just dawned on me why it's called Tin Man.
Yeah.
I just got it.
You just got the,
yeah.
It just hit you?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Just hit me.
The gravitas of the, yeah. Guest cast on this one. There really is only one notable guest on this one. It's, Harlan is played by Jeff Brazo.
Jay Brazo.
Oh, Jay Brazo. Brazo? You think that's how you say it?
I'm thinking
Brazo.
Brazo. Brazu, Brazo.
Brazo. You think that Beatles song.
Oh, yeah.
Dan Shea is also, he's alternate O'Neill. They have him in here for that. So we're seeing him as a stand now. We talked about that last week where he's
like his stunt double
stand-in guy. So they actually used him for that in this episode. But yeah, otherwise,
and Dr. Fraser.
Yeah, Dr. Fraser. She's kind of a regular, but yeah, Dr. Fraser.
Yeah, but she wasn't in the last one.
Right. But don't you kind of think of her as, okay, Dr. Fraser also, she's in this one. So we always love seeing her. So what did you think of it? What was your first thoughts?
Why don't you go first? I always go first.
Okay. My first thoughts. I like this episode. I think it's a good episode. It's kind of a sad episode.
Yeah.
I feel like, but I liked it. I think there's some good twists in it. The first time you're like, oh, and I think they open some things up that they don't fully take advantage of down the road that they could have.
Yeah.
I feel like they do that a lot in this show though. There's always they have these kind of storylines that they sort of will throw out there that kind of leave openings and then
don't really come back to them.
They don't really come back to them as much as you think they could.
Yeah.
I mean, they do with this one, they actually do come back to it a little bit.
Like one time.
One time. But otherwise, they don't. I kind of, that's sort of, sometimes that's my frustration with the show is you're just like, well, what about that? They did this whole thing with this and then they never revisit it. In this case they do, but it's still never, there was more potential than what they did with it.
Yeah.
I feel like, but I liked it.
Yeah. It's a good episode. Like you said, I think it's a little sad. I remember first watching it and being like, well, that sucks,
Yeah.
But it is really good. It's just a darker episode, I think.
Right.
And it is some good twists, especially if you're watching it for the first time. Yeah, you're like, whoa, didn't see that coming.
No. And well, and we can talk more about the specifics of it as we kind of go through it. But yeah. It definitely is. It's a good episode though. I was fully engaged. I'm like, wow, it's top notch as far as story goes.
Yeah.
because it's very interesting, but
Mhm.
but it is kind of a sad one
Yeah.
when you think about actually what's happening. Um, okay. All right. So do you want to get into the summary?
Yeah, sure. Okay, SG-1 travels to P3X 989 and discovers an abandoned underground complex that appears to be technologically advanced but incredibly old. Before they can investigate much, they are attacked by a powerful beam. I thought
Yeah.
that was
And
pretty funny
yeah,
because they're like there for like 3.5 seconds and they just hear some. It's not that I don't think we see a beam.
we do when they kind of get knocked out, that we do see
Oh,
that.
that beam. I'm
Yeah.
talking about before that even happens. They hear something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
They
I just
hear
think it's
something.
funny. And O'Neill's just like, all right, fall back. We're
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Let's
He
wrap this
actually
up.
says, he goes, yeah, I know. That's why I wrote this in here, because he says, yeah, he's like, that sounds ominous. Fall back.
Yeah.
And then
Like, this
you're
isn't
like,
worth it. Yeah.
wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Not worth it. We've been here
Yeah,
3 seconds. Yeah.
right.
And then they get hit by the
By the
beam
beam.
and knocked
Yeah,
out. Yeah.
right.
Okay, when the team wakes up, they are greeted by Harlan and discover that their weapons and uniforms are gone and that Harlan has somehow altered them. Harlan claims he has made them better, but he isn't exactly forthcoming about what that means. He also reveals that he is the last survivor of his civilization and has been alone in the facility for roughly 11,000 years, which is probably a pretty long time to be waiting for someone to come over and help with the chores. So
Yeah,
yeah, there's obviously something up for the fact that he has lived for 11,000 years. They
yeah.
don't
And
seem too like, bothered by that.
and he seems cagey about
Mhm.
giving them any real details, and it makes, and when down the road you do find out why, but yeah, he doesn't give them any specifics. And where it's saying, the whole thing in the beginning is he's immediately like, things happen and he's like running off to fix broken pipes and all over the
Yeah, and he's
place,
just saying little things here and there like,
Yeah,
"It'd be great. I can't see one man can't do this alone. I need
yeah.
more people for help and
Right, right.
Contraya."
Yeah, yeah. Come try ya, come try ya. And on they start noticing that things are different about them. Like immediately, Jack can figure out, he's like smarter. Like he's computing math problems like really fast in his
Yeah.
head.
I like how
And then
Sam's like, "How did you figure that out?"
yeah, yeah. Like
He's like, "Well, is it right?" Yeah.
she like has to think about it for a second. Well, I guess, yeah. Like I guess we all can do it, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah, they're all feeling different, and you can tell something's up with Tilk. He's kinda
Yeah,
keeping quiet, he doesn't have his symbiote
right.
anymore.
But he doesn't notice that yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he doesn't notice that
Am I
until,
jumping ahead?
yeah, it's okay though, but he feels, you can tell he obviously feels really like
Almost
something's
different
totally
than they
off.
do, I
Like
think,
like
like
like for them it's almost indistinguishable as far as just how they generally
well, and I think too, he already was better,
tilk.
than them.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah.
with the symbiote and everything. So it's like that's why I think feeling so much more different. I don't think he feels better
No,
like
no,
they
I think
do.
he feels off, and
Yeah,
that's kind of the whole
yeah,
problem. He's just like, "Well, I feel weird,"
yeah.
you know? Um and well, and he's like, "You guys are better." He's like, and it's just like, oh, he's got them in these like matching jumpsuits. I just thought that was like really funny. Like, okay, we're gonna all get to work now,
Yeah.
and
Their
the
silk pants.
yeah, and he's the Harlan's thinking. I don't know, the idea that he thinks that these people are just going to show up and he's just going to be able to like recruit them to his cause of just staying there forever and being,
Like just fine with it.
yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
yeah, being fine. I mean, that's
Because of
so,
course their reaction is like, okay, where's our weapons? We need to get out of here
yeah, they're
now.
immediately just like, well, we want to leave.
Yeah.
We can't stay here.
Hmm.
Like the idea that he thinks that they're just going to immediately be willing to stay is
Just
just,
stay.
yeah,
Yeah. Without any explanation
yeah,
as to, why they're better and that he
right.
needs us to stay and help.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, no explanation.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Um, So, okay, SG-1 returns through the Stargate only to discover that something is very wrong. At the SGC, Dr. Fraser discovers that none of them have normal human blood. Jack doesn't have a detectable heartbeat, and when he cuts open his arm, there is a robotic mechanism underneath his skin. Tilk has also lost his Goa'uld symbiote, yet somehow still feels its presence. The team is placed in confinement because General Hammond and Janet aren't convinced they're really SG-1.
Janet. I know.
Janet.
Janet.
Dr. Fraser.
Dr. Fraser.
Aren't convinced they're really SG-1. Jack tries to prove that his identity by demonstrating that he knows deeply personal information about Hammond, but even that isn't enough to overcome the fact that the 4 people standing in front of them are apparently machines. So yeah, that's a pretty intense moment.
Yeah, it is. And I thought that him cutting his arm was pretty good.
Yeah, it's very Terminator.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. That was my first thought. Exactly, it was like that was like right out of Terminator.
They
I don't
totally
know.
should have had him like peel it, and
Yeah.
go like this or something with his hand,
Yeah.
like wiggle his robotic hand,
And
peel
have
his
like
skin
the
back.
gears move and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, that's like, is that Terminator 2 or is that Terminator? Is that, I don't know. That's probably Terminator 2.
I don't
think.
remember. They all mesh sometimes to me.
I think that was Terminator 2.
Yeah.
where he does that.
Or he does that.
Because he's showing the kid, or
Well, and yeah, and in the first one, he's not even friends with.
yeah, no,
The
in the
kid's
first
not
one
even
he's
in it.
in the first one they just
Yeah.
it had to have been
It
the
had to
second
be
one.
the second one.
Yeah. Anyway, but you know, it was good.
Yeah. So I like Dr. Fraser immediately is like, yeah, this isn't right.
I like how she's like goes to the door like she's freaked out.
Yeah, she's just like, stay away
visibly-
from me,
yeah.
you know, like, and they're just like, what?
Well,
You know?
we're this
like,
is
help us figure this out.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
us.
it's us, and she's just like, you guys are like robots, you know. I mean, immediately like she's totally freaked out, and then
I feel like Hammond comes in and he doesn't even need an explanation. Like, he just comes in, what's wrong? And like, he immediately assumes that that's white blood on O'Neill, but like, she hasn't said anything
yeah,
to him, but he's just immediately like,
yeah.
you know, against them like she is.
Right,
You know?
right. Like, well, he's taking it from, and that's when Tilk realizes he doesn't have a symbiote. Like he sees that he doesn't have the
Yeah.
symbiote pouch, you
Mhm,
know,
mhm.
and he's kind of got like phantom limb,
Phantom. That's the word I was trying to think
like,
of.
except
Yeah.
phantom symbiote syndrome or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like when you get your arm cut off,
And it still
people
feels
say
like
they
it's
can still
there or
feel-
something. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, that's what he's getting
Yeah.
out of that, I would assume. But yeah, and I like how Jack says
Oh, you
when
do have
they're doing
Terminator in here.
they're doing what's that?
You do have Terminator stated here.
Yeah. Oh, you do. Yeah.
I
know,
didn't
wrote
notice
in
that.
the notes. Well, and there's a part where the beginning where she's like doing the heartbeat, checking his heart rate and everything, and she's like, "You need to listen to this." And he like puts the thing on, and he's like, "I'm dead." Like, this is better. I'm dead. You know, he makes that's a pretty good line.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
seemed like too when he first listens, he like put it down on like his stomach. Like it
Yeah, like
wasn't
he
even
wasn't
by
even
his
putting it
heart.
in the
Then
right
it's
place.
almost like he realized and then he like
Oh,
put it up higher. It's kind of
Maybe.
funny.
yeah, or maybe he didn't want to put it in a spot where he could actually hear it as well, because he could hear his heartbeat, so maybe he's like putting it down here trying to like not hear it. So
Yeah,
he's
maybe.
acting against his
Oh,
heart
acting,
rate.
yeah.
Acting.
Method.
Yeah, he's going method with the heart rate. All right.
Okay, so now they're getting locked up. Okay, so the team eventually realizes what Harlan has done. He has transferred their consciousnesses into artificial bodies, essentially creating robotic versions of SG-1. Harlan believes he has given them the gift of immortality, but the bodies require a continuous power source from the underground facility. When SG-1 begins losing power, they are forced to return to P3X-989. Harlan explains that his people created these synthetic bodies because their planet's surface became uninhabitable. About 1,000 people originally underwent the process, but many died during the transfers, while others eventually left through the Stargate using portable power sources. Unfortunately, they never returned, leaving Harlan alone to maintain the enormous underground complex for thousands of years. He desperately wants SG-1 to stay because he needs their help keeping the facility running. Well, that kind of sucks. Maybe I didn't catch that in the show when he's explaining that like some of the people just left him.
Oh yeah, that's what he totally explains. He goes through a whole thing.
Yeah, I remember
explaining
him
that.
saying like people went through the process, some died, and
Yeah.
then like there was like the last guy he was with died. But yeah, I didn't realize like people left him
Yeah, he was like, and I'm sure they went off to explore because it's like, who's going to want to just hang around there
in this planet
in
you
this?
can't even live in.
Yeah, they're just basically relegated to this underground
And why
facility.
didn't he leave?
I think he feels like he just has to keep the place running.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he could leave.
Yeah.
Technically, if he had a power source to take with him or something, or
But then he ends up
have a USB
but
port.
he's like ruining, he's causing problems for the SG-1 team.
I don't think he even understands.
Yeah, I don't think he does
why
either because he seems like he's like a good person.
No, he does. I mean, and he isn't like an entity where they transfer consciousness of something into, but I think in his mind, he's thinking, oh, well, immortality, these guys get to live forever and they can stay here and be my buddies.
Yeah, like
And
this will be great.
like not
Great
taking
for
into
everyone.
consideration any of their past memories, life experience.
Yeah,
what they're bringing into
what they're like they actually have lives somewhere else.
like would they want to?
Yeah.
So, but when I thought it was funny how this shows that over the head shot when they're above the Stargate, there's like tossing them through.
Yeah,
back to
because
the
they
Stargate.
were almost passing out in
they
the cell
their
because their
batteries
power, and so they're like, we got to go back. And so they're carrying them up, and then that shot, it's almost like a drone
top-down
shot,
of from the Stargate.
Yeah, here, just chuck them through.
Looks like they're just being like
Just
thrown.
chuck these robots through, these droids.
Clankers.
Yeah,
they're clankers.
Let's be rid of you.
So
they didn't even like help them across,
No, they just
like,
then they'd have to dial back. I think they were like, well, we can't let anybody else walk through because they might have the same thing might happen.
Yeah.
You just might. So,
but they could have just let them walk,
or
gently push them.
Well, I think they were so like how much do you think they weighed? Too. It probably took like 5 guys to grab like one and
just chuck them.
Just heave at least 2.
Hee-ho, hee-ho, go.
Can you imagine if they were like, can you imagine if they like threw one and they like didn't make it all the way into the event horizon and their like foot's just like sticking out and they're like, oh, they're like trying to push it through.
Come on, catch it, go. Yeah, that was funny how they're tossed through, discarded.
Yeah.
Okay, so now they're back. So the situation becomes even more complicated when the power system begins failing. SG-1 works with Harlan to repair the ventilation system, using their enhanced strength and abilities to manually open rusted vents and prevent a catastrophic failure. During the crisis, Teal'c begins malfunctioning because Harlan didn't understand that Teal'c effectively contains 2 consciousnesses, Teal'c and his Goa'uld symbiote. Teal'c attacks Jack, forcing Harlan to shut him down. Harlan then begins constructing a new synthetic Teal'c, believing he can fix the problem by creating a body without the Goa'uld.
So he didn't really shut him down. He disintegrated him.
Yeah, to make like a new one. But
so
why does he attack Jack? Is it like because of the symbiote like consciousness and stuff mixing?
Yeah, I think it was like a mixture. There was the symbiote and Teal'c's consciousness were sort of like
almost
intertwined
meshing,
in a way. So that's I think was making Teal'c feel off.
Yeah,
because he was still feeling the presence of it, but I think it was more. It just wasn't right.
Yeah.
So
fully Teal'c.
So he starts flipping out. And
it was kind of crazy how they do the whole seizure thing where it looked creepy.
Yeah, I think that was some good effects. That was a good effect. Yeah. I think they totally sped the camera up to make it look like he was having really
kind of
fast.
like this like crazy like seizure.
Yeah.
But it looked cool.
Yeah, it was cool. That was a good effect.
It was a good effect.
But yeah, so they do go off and they start working on. They have to go. They find out that and they show Jack jumping off a platform and he. 30 feet down or whatever, and he just lands and he's like, "Ooh,
oh yeah, I did that, no problem."
They realize all the benefits to their, extra strength,
their new bodies,
their
basically.
New bodies.
That they're better.
Yeah, they feel better and all that, and they can but yeah. But I mean, I mean, this is kind of the running theme, but how much would it suck to find out that like now you can't really leave? Now they know they're stuck there because that's the only way to keep their batteries charged. And they go from being, just explorers of the universe to basically like maintenance people.
Yeah,
In
and
a
I feel
underground
like
warehouse facility.
And I feel like they're not like my only maybe complaint or critique or whatever you want to call it on this is like they're not like more freaked out about it because they haven't even run into. We don't even know. Like I don't want to like give anything away, but like they haven't even run into where they came from.
Oh,
The real team.
Oh,
So you
yeah.
think they'd be just a little bit more like,
well,
you put us back, like where are our bodies? Because
that's what they are doing that. They want to be because they think that their consciousness was transferred.
Yeah.
They still think that.
And they're asking him, because doesn't he say they're gone?
Yeah, he keeps telling them, well, it's impossible. Your bodies are gone,
Yeah.
And so
that's why I'm like, that you think they'd be freaking out even more.
Yeah.
That they're stuck at this place,
Yeah, yeah. I know.
Or they don't know yet what they're about to know.
Well, I still think they have hope that they can be
Yeah.
reunited with their regular bodies.
Yeah, I guess they, they're in their figure out mode still,
Yeah, yeah, totally. They totally are. But yeah, I mean, it's looking grim based on what Harlan's saying.
Yeah, I think it seems grim. I'd be like,
but think of it this way too. Now you know that Harlan is just this massive liar.
Yeah,
Yeah. And they're stuck with like Harlan,
who's a little annoying. Too.
He's totally annoying. He's willing to just basically lie to them to get them to stay.
Yeah,
and whatever. I mean, dude, Harlan kind of sucks.
Well, yeah. I mean, you immediately are kind of like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And what are you saying to me? Comtraya. And just like, quit being so cheery. I need to know what's happening.
Yeah.
It's like he's been living for so long and by himself for so long, he doesn't quite understand.
He's probably kind of gone a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You got to consider that too, I guess. So, but yeah, that was pretty cold to have or hot, I guess, to have Teal'c take Jack's face and stick it up on the steam.
Oh yeah, that was pretty crazy. I'm like, I even kind of screamed out. That would hurt.
Yeah. Pretty good makeup though. That whole metal thing they did.
It was, except towards the end, it looks a little looks a little bulky. It looks a little droopy and bulky. Obviously they did it again. It didn't look exactly the same as the first time, but yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was probably hard
to match.
Another
Terminator type makeup look, you know?
Right. Didn't have, what's his name?
Patrick?
No, I'm thinking of the guy who directed Terminator, James Cameron. They didn't have James Cameron budget for the makeup,
They didn't. Maybe they tried. Maybe they tried calling.
Yeah, I know.
Like, hey, we got this Stargate episode.
We got this idea.
It's very Terminator-ish.
Yeah, it kind of totally is.
Who are your makeup guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Or gals.
Or gals, yeah.
Okay, moving on. Eventually, Jack and the others discover the biggest secret Harlan has been hiding. The original human bodies still exist. Harlan didn't actually transfer their consciousnesses in the way SG-1 assumed. Instead, he copied their minds into the synthetic bodies. The real SG-1 is still alive, unconscious, and restrained in the facility. Harlan had planned to eventually send their human bodies back to Earth, leaving the synthetic versions behind without ever knowing they existed. The revelation creates an existential nightmare. There are now two versions of SG-1, and both have legitimate memories and experiences that convince them they are the real people. So see, that's what's so sad.
Yeah, it is sad. Dick move.
Yeah.
I was just gonna send them back without you guys ever knowing.
Yeah.
So I was just gonna basically keep this lie going forever.
Yeah. I thought O'Neill's reaction was the best at it. You just kind of just the look on his face, you kind of feel it for him. Like he's realizing,
Yeah.
oh, I really can't ever, like, I'm not even the real person.
Yeah, it is interesting how it hits him the hardest.
Mhm.
I think because it's interesting to see kind of how they all react. And Sam is kind of like, oh, she's talking to somebody who is like, who knows everything she knows, and she's kind of having fun with it.
Mhm.
Daniel kind of is in the same thing, and Jack is looking at it like, oh shit,
Yeah.
like my life is.
I really can't go back to my life.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this is my life now.
It like hits him first
Yeah.
because, I mean, his whole, like, this is his like whole existence of just doing this kind of
And
stuff.
I love how the real Jack understands that he's probably feeling that and goes after him.
Totally.
Yeah. Like I thought that was good.
Yeah. It was good. It was really good. That was, I thought, probably the best writing of the episode.
He's just like, I gotta go smooth this out with the other me.
I thought everything was really well written. The way that they did everyone, until did I not get
where am I?
What does he say? Did I not get a duplicate or whatever?
Yeah.
And it's like he's feeling left out.
Yeah.
And then even Jack makes that comment when he's over there talking. He's like, yeah. Sam's talking to herself and Daniel's doing this and Tilk feels left out. Thought that was that was funny. Because Tilk is like, well, what about me?
Yeah.
But he does have a copy in the cooker.
Yeah, exactly.
So he'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
But yeah, and I thought that the two Sams talking was funny, and the whole thing. Oh, was a copy not made of me? That's what he says. Was a copy not made of me?
Indeed, it was not.
But those whole he's got mouth. They're gagged basically with almost like a Velcro mouth pad.
I know it was funny because
what was the deal with that?
It was so weird. I was like, is that what's keeping them kind of like paralyzed? Because their eyes were open. They're like looking around and they were acting like they couldn't move until they took that little piece of like duct tape off, which is what it looked like.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I didn't catch that. I didn't know if it was what was
because their eyes are
them.
looking around. They were like looking around and their arms were free. It wasn't like they were tied down.
Like they could have just sat up and walked off any time.
But it seemed like when they took that off is when they could get up.
Oh. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I thought that was that's interesting.
That's why I said, when we were watching it, I said, is that like keeping them paralyzed or something? And you said they're in stasis.
Oh,
That's what
I
you
did.
Said. Yeah.
But I didn't know.
Not listening to me. He wasn't
I was listening, but I didn't know.
To me.
I didn't know if that was the actual reason. Oh man.
They're in stasis, dummy. Don't you know that?
Yeah.
Well, he's not listening to me.
No, they were in stasis. I was listening.
Their eyes were open.
Yeah, I did notice that. I couldn't really, I don't know. I was typing at the same time. I was typing notes and stuff but I feel like they did put some good thought into this. Like, especially when Jack is the one who's like, okay, well now you guys know everything we know. This is a huge security risk. And like the guy's like, yeah, I know. We'll obviously
bury the gate. We'll he's the same guy.
Yeah.
So he like totally knows what he needs to do. Like he's loyal, at least for now,
Yeah. And so he's kind of like, I think Jack's like, well, I can trust him because he's me.
Yeah.
And you can, but now though, they're totally going on divergent paths. Like they're the same right now.
Mm-hmm. But now this is the point where they split.
Yeah,
now it's like
they're gonna
they're gonna become their own people.
He's gonna be maintenance Jack,
their own robotic people. Yeah.
And then there's Jack,
maintenance SG-1,
SG-1, SG-1, the janitorial staff or whatever. Maintenance. They're more
Clankers.
Like repair clinker SG-1.
Yeah. Okay, Harlan finally agrees to let the original SG-1 return home. While the synthetic versions remain behind, the duplicate Jack in particular struggles with the realization that someone else is occupying the life he believes belongs to him. Jack reassures him that he isn't going to try to destroy him or abandon him, and the two versions of O'Neill reach an uneasy understanding. The real SG-1 returns through the Stargate, leaving their synthetic counterparts behind to help Harlan maintain the facility.
Yeah.
Tin Man ends with SG-1 safely returning home, but with the bizarre new problem to add to their list. Somewhere on another planet are robotic versions of themselves who possess their memories, personalities, and experiences. It's basically the Stargate equivalent of discovering that someone copied your entire computer, changed the password, and then claimed they're the better version of you. So, yeah. So I feel like that they should have been, because it does kind of feel like they abandoned them.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there should have been more talk about, like, okay, you know, we'll be here for you guys to help you adjust or keep you in the loop with some things.
Check in on you sometime.
Check in, or maybe we can find you another planet where we could transfer this power source instead of like you living in this tin can, you know, for the rest of your thousands of years.
You're right. Like there's so many possibilities they could have explored with it.
Yeah.
And they end up just like,
see ya.
See ya.
Hope you
sucks to
get
be
through
you.
this.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because you think about like the mental toll it must be taking on them to have to this is your life now.
Yeah.
It's like a prison sentence in a way.
Totally.
Because this is, you totally think you're this other person. And now all of a sudden you realize that you're not.
Yeah.
And I mean,
and you're just basically, they're just discarded basically.
Yeah, the adjustment alone, the amount, I mean, I can't imagine they wouldn't just be like suicidal.
Yeah, I know. And like just them throwing
eventually,
them. Yeah. And throwing them through the gate and, you know, just these little things of just like, yeah, this is, you're not our problem.
They handled this with like the most.
And maybe they were trying to make it just more like, sad, like just a more like gut-wrenching episode by doing that.
Maybe,
you know?
But how uncompassionate could we possibly be for these people?
Like for me, I'm like, I need a little bit more going on here. I need a little more closure for these guys.
I know they're probably just looking for a way to wrap up the episode or whatever. They can't do too much, but I mean, you could throw a line in here or there.
Something to make me feel better.
We'll check in on myself. You guys. You don't have to bury the gate. But we should check in on you and see how things are going or whatever, you know, like maybe we'll send you like
because even him saying burying the gate, like that's awful.
Well, burying the gate, for security reasons.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
But then they're even more stuck there.
Well, that's what I agree. I think
like,
that's like
why couldn't they have found somewhere better for them and then
what the hell?
Oh, probably heard something with Google.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, that was my phone listening to me. And that was super weird.
We don't understand your question.
But anyway, I agree completely. It was...
But it's a good episode. It's a little heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
But the whole twist and everything with them not... Yeah, when they're actually like two separate beings.
Yeah.
Robot and real.
Right.
Was pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy. I agree. Yeah. Okay. Well, should we get to some trivia and goofs? Okay. All right. Why don't you you want to go first?
You can go.
Oh, okay.
Can you not see it?
Keep my reading glasses.
You've got like 10 reading glasses sitting around the house. You want me to grab you one?
No, I'll live.
God, he's so old.
Okay, the character of Harlan may have been named after a legendary writer, Harlan Ellison, whose writings often delved into sci-fi.
I've never heard of Harlan Ellison.
Yeah, I'm not familiar either. Okay.
The chamber unit the team woke up in looks a bit like the caretaker array in Star Trek Voyager. I've never watched Star Trek.
Yeah, we've never watched Star Trek Voyager.
So they're saying that's like a set. That's part of.
Yeah, I think it's like a similar set. Yeah, I mean, we'll get to Star Trek Voyager at some point, right?
Yeah, we will.
Way down the road,
we will.
There's so much Star Trek like to watch,
and we're gonna go. Oh, that's that set from,
or that looks like that set
Tin Man on SG-1.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so the DVD episode order differs somewhat from the broadcast order. 18th. This is the 18th, and then the 17th on the DVD, Volume 4.
I hope it's fixed by season 2.
Yeah, we got to keep doing it. We got to keep doing it. All right, go ahead.
Spoilers.
Yeah, this has a spoiler in it,
different.
but we've talked about it. I added that in there because I thought, well, these are spoiler things.
Oh, we talk about it?
We did already bring this up, but go ahead. If you don't want spoils for future episodes, you could fast forward a little bit, but that's all.
Okay. This episode features the SG-1 robots for the first time. They would appear again in Double Jeopardy. Oh, okay. Yeah. I knew they returned at least one more time.
We see them one more time.
Yeah.
Which is not enough, I don't think.
No. But it still wasn't enough closure.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about at the beginning, where I'm like, they open up this whole thing. They do that with some of these episodes, and then they just if they might never revisit it.
There's one episode I can think in particular where they totally don't come back to it. But I don't want to give anything away.
Okay, yeah, don't give it away.
Yeah,
give it away. I'm sure I know exactly what you're talking about.
I think you do.
Yeah. We've probably even discussed it.
Yeah, I think we have. Yeah.
Back before we had this whole setup, we just discussed it on our own.
Our own little personal podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, you go.
Given that the first android duplicate of Tilk is disintegrated by Harlan, this is the first of 2 consecutive episodes in which a version of Tilk is killed. Oh, huh. There is but the grace of God, 1998, the Tilk's alternate reality. Oh, the Tilk of the alternate reality is killed in the SGC's self-destruction.
That's the next episode.
Self-destruction is activated. Yeah. Why did they put SGA? That's weird. That's SGC.
Well, because I think it's SGA in the alternate reality. Isn't
it is?
I think so.
They call it the SGA?
I think. I could be wrong.
Oh, I must have missed that. Okay. Well, that's something for the next episode we can talk about. Okay. Go ahead.
All right, some goofs. After the machine has been shut off in the process of creating the synthetic copy of Tilk, thereby rendering the half-completed robot useless, and the synthetic Jack is looking at him, Christopher Judge is seen to be breathing.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. In the closing scene, Tilk is just visible at the edge of the frame, part hidden by synthetic O'Neill's head. Christopher Judge is clearly struggling not to giggle at something.
Oh, really?
I didn't see
that. In
the
closing scene, Tilk is just visible at the edge of the frame. Oh, we'll have to go back and look at that. I love seeing little where it looks like they're going to laugh or something.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
I didn't either.
Too bad we can't just pull it up right now and look at it. When SG-1 first steps through the Stargate, Colonel Jack O'Neill welcomes everyone to P3X989. But in the scene after the opening credits, he calls the planet PX3989. This name seems to be correct, as later in the episode, Major General George S. Hammond calls the planet PX3989.
Oh, interesting.
Huh.
Did you catch that?
I did not at all.
I didn't catch that either. Interesting. All right. So, indeed count. Still 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Well, you actually, we won't spoil it.
Yeah, we won't spoil it.
Okay. So, for crying out loud, it's actually said 3 times in this episode, but I'm giving it a 4th because both Jacks say it at the same time. The 3rd time, they both say it together.
That's totally it counts as 2.
That counts as 2. So it's
4, yeah.
So 4 in this episode.
That's a lot for crying out loud.
Yeah, that's a lot for crying out loud. So go ahead. That's a total of 16.5 for the season so far, and we're on episode 18. So that way boosted the average to almost averaging almost 1 an episode.
Yeah.
And okay, so anyway, not so special effects. You notice anything?
No, everything's pretty much inside. So I didn't really notice anything that was off. I mean, we did talk about how the effect with Tilk was cool, but that
was pretty cool. And and all the robot stuff was pretty good.
Yeah. That was all pretty good.
The makeup with the that was all. I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was all really good.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
pretty
me
good
too.
For 1998 TV.
I know.
Sci-fi.
I can't believe it. I was saying this. So this aired February of 1998. We were dating.
Yeah, we were dating.
Isn't that crazy? dating. And
We
so
got
like I
married
just
in-
can't believe it was so early on
in the
when we got
season.
married that the show was going. I'm just surprised we never ran into it or.
Well, because it was on Showtime.
Oh, well, all
Originally.
the time?
Originally, it was on Showtime.
No, I know, but like even back, like all the episodes.
Well,
or the first
season aired on Showtime. I don't think it aired anywhere else.
And then where did it go? Like to
Sci-Fi
sci-fi?
Channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't. That wasn't really like a normal channel that we had, at least not back then.
Oh, Showtime? No.
Well, sci-fi.
Oh, well, yeah, but Sci-Fi Channel. We had it. We had the Sci-Fi Channel sometimes when we had cable, depending,
Yeah, it's just funny that
we never had Showtime.
But we knew of it, like I thought it was just earlier on in my life, but it really wasn't that it had started.
Oh,
like I didn't realize
earlier.
Yeah, like I thought I was in high school when it started, but that's not the case.
Yeah, no, it started in 1997 technically is when it started. So the prior fall.
Yeah.
But no, it was.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, it hadn't been going that long.
That I was like, wow, I can't believe like
it was like a new
didn't
show.
Know of it really. Yeah.
So but yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
But
all right.
All right. So Chevron rating. Do you want to go first on this one?
Yeah,
I went first last time.
I'm gonna say I think this is a very entertaining one. I was very engaged. I'm gonna give it an 8.
An 8. I'm gonna give it an 8 too.
Yeah.
I feel like this one and the last one both were really good.
Yeah. And we're getting towards the end of the season, so they're a lot more like intense and like they're putting a lot of thought into these right now.
Yeah.
So they've just been really good.
Like this one doesn't really tie into the finale.
No, but it was
still like
it was
really
a good filler.
You can tell. Yeah. It was definitely a good filler. But yeah, they did a good job with this one. And like, I mean, we're gonna get into the next one too.
Yeah.
But we'll talk more. But yeah, I agree. 8 agreed.
Yeah.
These ones are actually like coming out. Like the last one I thought was a banger. This one was a banger. And yeah, they're kind of on a streak right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, agreed.
And every time I see the next one coming, I'm like, oh yeah, that was a good one. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't really remember there ever being a period where they go into a slog, but it's what I keep thinking is I keep forgetting that some of these episodes were like so early on. Like I'll remember them and I'll forget. Like it seems like
it doesn't seem like some of these episodes should be in the first season.
Yeah,
like I feel like they were later on in the series.
Because they're so good.
Yeah,
because you're like, oh yeah, that would have been like way later when they've established all this stuff.
Yeah. Even I mean, there's so many good ones too. Even when like the cast kind of changes a little bit, way later on.
Yeah.
Like even those are just like really good episodes.
Well, yeah. There's a few cast change ups throughout the season or the series, and so that'll be fun to talk about. Down the road.
That's later on, way later on.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's some good memorable episodes.
Yeah, there are definitely. Okay, well, so
line of the episode.
Do you want to do it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, well, you always do. Yeah, do it.
Comtraya. You want to do it too?
Comtraya. Yeah.
Comtraya.
Comtraya. Yeah, it was good. I think that's the appropriate line.
Yeah.
It was either that or just better. But Comtraya.
Better.
A little bit
better. Comtraya. All right.
So yeah.
Let us know what you thought.
Yeah. That pretty much wraps up this episode. Let us know what you thought. Like you said, let us know.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for if you got this far, watching, listening. Thank you.
Subscribe.
Subscribe on all the socials. If you want to send us an email, starx@groovydane.com. We'd probably even read it on the next episode after we get it because we have yet to get an email. It'd be very exciting. That would be big for us to get actually some. But we do get a few comments here and there.
Yeah, it's fun,
especially on TikTok. The TikTok people are there's pretty good fans on TikTok, and they're vocal. They know what we're talking about, so it's kind of fun. I know it's kind of nice to like have them agree with some of our clips. Yeah. But anyway, so it's fun to have that engagement. We enjoy it. But yeah, so next episode, join us for the next episode. It's called There But for the Grace of God. That's a
That
long
is a long title.
mouthful. That
Yeah.
title's a mouthful. But yeah, so we'll catch you on the next one. And again, thank you for watching. And until next time, keep solving for X.
Thanks.